Okay, what I'm going to do today is show how to replace the buttons on the top of a Roland FP5. This is an older keyboard. It's a nice one. And I do have another video out on how to replace the contact circuit boards underneath the key bed there. So you can search that if you're having problems with keys not sounding. These all work now, but they didn't. A lot of them were intermittent at one time. So I've got a video on that. But on this video, what I'm having is a problem with these buttons on this top control panel here. Don't always make. And you see right there, see I hit it 2, 3, 4 times in order to get that thing to come on. And there's other ones that are doing, I think this one, maybe it was this, yeah, this one down here, the tone wheel one is really bad. I might have to and you see I had to hit that several times. So anyhow, over time they get worse. So there's 26 total of these buttons on here. And I'm going to go ahead and replace these. Okay, so stick by and check it out. To pull the back of this off of the keyboard to get at that top controller board, you need to remove the screws along this wood panel here. There. Plus you need to get this screw and that screw, the one in the middle, and then there's 2 others on the front of this thing. This screw here and that screw there. Get those out and that whole back will come off, and you can get to the top where the controller board is will come off, and you get at that. Here's what the Nutrient switches look like. I got these on eBay. I think they were about $8 per 11. I think that's what I paid for them. Just search Roland FP5 on eBay, you'll find them. I got the lid off. When you pull this off, these end pieces that fit in here, you may have to kind of pull out on that a little bit and pull up on it to get it to break loose. Here's the board we're concerned with. There's the top, there's the bottom, that's the board those switches are on. So by looking at this, I've never done this, so I'm learning along with you here. Got all these screws on the top here, and all these along the bottom have to come out. And there are several cables in here that will have to be popped, so I will label those with a marker before I pull them off. Okay, got the panel board out. Hope this camera picks this up okay. There it is. Assembly number 721214112. Panel board, that's what they're calling it. Anyhow, as you can see, here are the switches. There's an LED above it, a switch below it. Now I've checked, there's 2 different kinds of LEDs. Some are just red. I think these are multicolor, or probably most of them green, these white ones. But anyway, these switches, they're cheap little switches. I've already used an ohmmeter and checked several out. This one here in particular makes not even half the time, you know, and when you press it, and if you press it harder, all of a sudden it'll make. So that's what the problem is. There's 26 of those, so I'll order those, and I'll go ahead and replace those, and that should fix the problem. You can see up here, like if you take a look at this guy here, it's one of the buttons on the top. That's what it looks like from underneath. This top prong presses down on the switch, and the LED goes up inside the hole, so you'd see it from the top. So the alignment of this board's got to be right when you put it back in, so those line up. But I don't think the problem is the alignment there. It looks like the problem is the switches. Okay, the switch repair is done, and it has cleared up the problem. All these switches now work on the first try, which is a good thing. If you look, everything works on the first try, you know, wherever you're at here. So I did replace all of these, all 26 buttons down. So just, you know, touch sensitivity,
One time you hit it and it works, so there we go.